In the beginning of this drama, we are shown the main female lead, Lucy, who is a successful lawyer and has won a big case. So, everyone was partying together when a person asked her that you are brilliant, smart, good-looking, and still why are you single? Then she says in her mind that I have kept myself so busy so that I can forget that person. Well, now in the next scene, we see that Lucy came to know from the news that an animation movie director has died and an exhibition named Only Yesterday has been organized in the memory of that director, where everywhere it was written sunny day, cloudy day, and rainy day. Seeing this, Lucy remembered something and she directly comes to the exhibition where she was looking at all the things when her eyes fell on her very old diary, which she had lost during school time. So, she gets badly shocked. And when she was about to pick up her diary, the uncle working there stops her and says that nothing should be touched here. I am not allowed to do that, Lucy told him, but this diary is mine. Then he said, wait, I will talk to the person who kept this diary here. Lucy now went into deep thought and started saying in her mind that this old diary of mine is related to only one person who used to be my one-sided love. The scene got cut and now we were shown the past, the year 1998, where Lucy was talking to her dad on the phone. Dad, when will you come back home? Dad said, I am going to come back very soon and will definitely bring your favorite frog raincoat for you. But then the scene got cut and it was revealed that Lucy's father had died because the factory where he used to work had an accident due to a fault in the machines. Lucy's mom cried badly in shock. In the next scene, we see that Lucy and her mom come to the factory owner's house for help, where someone's wedding was taking place. Lucy's mom talked to the factory owner's wife, saying, my husband died working for your husband's factory, so now you will have to help us. But that lady outright refused to help and scolded them badly, driving them away. On the other hand, Lucy, who was sitting alone, was approached by a child named Sheng, who is the main character of the movie. He takes Lucy with him to play and makes her wear a flower crown as if they both are getting married. Because of this moment, Lucy starts liking Sheng. But then some children arrive who begin troubling Sheng, and Lucy kicks those children away to save him. Just then, Lucy's mother arrives and scolds her, asking why she is playing with this boy and whether she even knows who he is. She then forcefully takes Lucy away while Lucy cries badly. At the same time, Sheng's mother also arrives, and the children lie to her that the girl was troubling Sheng. But Sheng says nothing because he feels sad watching Lucy leave. This is their first introduction. Then we see the story move ahead. It's the year 2008, and Lucy has now entered high school. She looks at the top 20 list on the notice board and finds her name in the 10th position. A teacher comes and updates the list, placing Sheng in the first position, which moves Lucy down to the 11th. Lucy feels sad about it. The students start talking about how Sheng is the new boy who recently transferred from another school. Intelligent, smart, rich, and handsome. Lucy stays silent because from his name and surname, she recognizes that this is the same boy from her childhood whom she liked. In the next scene, we see Lucy hiding her test paper as soon as she reaches home, but her mother finds it by mistake and scolds her badly. She says, I am educating you with so much difficulty, and I also pay your tuition fees, but you don't pay any attention to your studies. Lucy becomes upset and replies angrily, one day I will definitely come at number 1, said Lucy to herself. Now, in the next scene, we are shown the school assembly where Lucy comes running hurriedly because she is late. The teacher calls the transfer student, Sheng, on stage to give a speech, as the student who ranks first must always speak. Lucy sees Sheng after a long time. Sheng begins his speech, saying, in the life of all students, there is a wall called exams, and we must cross that wall to see our bright future. Everyone likes the speech and starts clapping. Lucy is the happiest of all because she finally sees her crush, Sheng, again in her own school. The scene cuts, and we are shown Lucy secretly keeping an eye on Sheng, noting which class he attends, when he plays the piano, and which books he reads. Whenever he passes by her, her heartbeat quickens. Lucy has recognized Sheng, but Sheng hasn't realized that she is the same girl from his childhood. Lucy even sits where Sheng usually studies because she likes watching him from afar, and whenever Sheng leaves, she hides her face. In the next scene, we see Lucy on the school rooftop writing a line from her favorite animation movie on the wall. Do you like sunny days, cloudy days, or rainy days? Then Sheng comes there, and Lucy hides after seeing him. When Sheng reads the writing, he replies on the wall, rainy days. He also adds that the animation movie Only Yesterday, from which this dialogue is taken, is his favorite too. Lucy becomes extremely happy that Xing answered her question. From that day on, both of them start communicating by writing on the wall. They realize they have many similar interests, yet Xing still doesn't know who the girl is behind those messages. Lucy continues to follow Xing every day, always staying close to him, though Xing never notices. When Xing eats with 3 chopsticks, Lucy even learns to eat with 3 chopsticks too. Later, we see a school play where Lucy is just a background actor, playing the role of a tree, while the heroine is Rania, a rich girl from a wealthy family like Xing's, and very popular in school because of her beauty. Well, Rania had to sing, but she told the teacher, "I won't be able to sing without music, so please ask Xing to play the piano for me." Actually, Rania also likes Xing. The teacher calls Xing on the stage. Then Lucy didn't like the fact that her crush was playing the piano for another girl. So Lucy said to the teacher, "Ma'am, this is unfair. Why is only Rania being allowed to sing? We should all get a chance for a singing audition." All the girls agreed, saying, "Yes, that's right." Everyone was feeling jealous of Rania. The teacher replied, "All right, it doesn't matter. I'll take the audition right now. You, Lucy, perform first." Lucy stepped forward with full confidence, but when she started singing, her voice was so bad that everyone began laughing at her. Lucy felt humiliated because she was embarrassed in front of her crush Xing. The teacher asked Lucy to go back. Then Lucy returned to her place and hid her face, while Rania started singing beautifully and Xing played the piano for her. The next day, during the final performance, everyone performed very well. But as soon as the play ended, Lucy's friend suddenly shouted Xing's name loudly and said, "I like you." All the students started cheering and teasing, saying, "Is this a confession?" Even the boys sitting outside rushed in and climbed onto the stage. Everyone encouraged Xing to say yes. But Xing said, "Sorry," and walked away, rejecting Lucy's friend. Lucy's friend was shocked and fainted, while Lucy realized that if she confessed her own feelings, she might also get rejected the same way. Then Lucy tried to calm her friend down, saying, "You shouldn't have suddenly proposed to Xing in front of everyone." Her friend replied tearfully, "At least I had the courage to speak my heart. Because of this, I'm feeling lighter now," said Lucy's friend, "which means I won't keep any expectations anymore. I'm better than you because I know that you also secretly like Xing, but you'll never have the courage to tell him." Lucy stayed silent because she knew it was true. In the next scene, we see that one day Lucy finally gathers the courage to talk to Xing, but before she can reach him, Xing's driver arrives to pick him up, and he leaves. After that day, Lucy could never find the courage again. Later, while writing about Xing in her diary like a romantic note, it suddenly begins to rain. Seeing the rain, Lucy runs away in a hurry. Her classmate Rania, who doesn't understand what's wrong with her, watches her leave in confusion. Actually, Lucy is worried because the rain washed away everything written on the wall, all the messages she and Xing had exchanged. Heartbroken, Lucy starts crying. Then Xing arrives there too. Seeing him, Lucy hides, and to her surprise, Xing also starts crying because even though he didn't know who the girl was, he had already started liking her. Lucy wants to step forward and tell him the truth, but doesn't have the courage, and both of them end up crying silently in the rain. When Lucy returns to class, she discovers that her diary is missing. She becomes extremely upset, wondering where it went. Looking at Rania, it seems as if he might have stolen it because everything was written inside, what Xing liked, what he disliked, and all the conversations Lucy had shared with him on the rooftop. In the next scene, when Lucy goes to see Xing like every day, she finds out that Rania is now with him, because Rania has become Xing's girlfriend. She deceives Xing by telling him that she was the same girl who used to talk to him from the rooftop, though Lucy doesn't know this yet. Seeing both of them together breaks Lucy's heart completely. Everyone in the school started saying that Rania and Xing were the perfect couple, both rich and good-looking. Hearing this, Lucy felt heartbroken. She was in shock for several days, but then decided that she would forget Xing forever and focus only on her studies. And that's exactly what she did. She studied day and night so she could achieve the first rank. She completely stopped thinking about Xing, while Xing continued to date Rania happily. When the results were announced, it was revealed that Lucy had secured the first position, which made her very happy. But Xing had fallen to the 23rd rank, and seeing this, Lucy didn't feel good at all. Everyone congratulated Lucy, while her friend mentioned that both Sheng and Rania would not take the entrance exam because they were going abroad to study. Since both came from wealthy families, studying overseas was not a big deal for them. Hearing this, Lucy realized she would be even further away from Sheng. She wouldn't even be able to see him from a distance anymore. She wondered, will I never be able to see Sheng again? The scene then cuts to the school assembly, where Lucy is now called on stage to give a speech because she ranked first. Sheng was there too, but he didn't even look at Lucy, feeling ashamed that he had dropped from first place to 23rd. Lucy takes a deep breath and begins her speech by saying, "Last year, a boy taught us that there is a wall in front of us called exams. Only by crossing it can we truly see our future and our life. So I had kept those things in my mind. That is why today I am standing here in front of all of you. I hope that all of us will give our best in the college entrance exam too." Then all the students started promising that yes, they would prepare well for the exam. But Sheng was still sad. He didn't even look at Lucy. He only heard that a girl named Lucy had achieved the first rank. In the next scene, we see Lucy once again going to the school rooftop. Remembering all her memories with Sheng, she wrote something on the wall and then started crying, saying, "By now, you must have gone abroad with your girlfriend Rania. I can't believe I've gone so far away from you, and I'll never be able to see you again." Then we are shown what Lucy wrote on the wall. Lucy likes Sheng, but no one knows about it. Now, the story moves to the year 2012. Lucy has finally entered university after scoring good marks in her college entrance exam. While riding her bicycle, she suddenly felt as if Sheng was standing in front of her, which shocked her. When that person turned, she realized it really was Sheng, and she couldn't understand how this was possible. How is Sheng still in China? Just then, a fruit fell from above, and it turned out that a short movie was being shot nearby. The director found Lucy perfect for a role and asked which department she was from, but Lucy, still confused about seeing Sheng, got nervous and quickly left. Later, she went to her room, where her roommate Bali was crying badly because her boyfriend Gabby had broken up with her on a video call. Bali was heartbroken and said, "What should I do now? I've liked Gabby since school, but he was never serious about me." Then Lucy explained to Bali that she should stay away from boys like Gabby who do not value the feelings of others. Bali asked Lucy if she should read the card for her, but Lucy refused and then sat down, lost in thought again about Sheng. What is Sheng doing here? Meaning, he didn't go abroad after all, but why? Just then, she heard Bali crying loudly again, so Lucy tried to calm her down. Bali said she couldn't live without Gabby, adding that Lucy would never understand how it feels to be away from true love, because she had never been in love herself. Lucy, thinking to herself, said in her mind, "What should I tell her? No one understands this pain better than me." Next, we see the canteen scene, where Lucy goes to buy her favorite chocolate buns, but learns that a boy has bought all of them. Someone then calls Lucy over and asks her to sit. It turns out to be the same short film director, Ming, who had all the chocolate buns. When Lucy sits down, she's shocked to see Sheng sitting right in front of her. Ming tells Lucy that he makes short films. Lucy introduces herself, saying, "My name is Lucy, and I'm from the law department." Ming replies, "My friend and I are from the same department too." Then Sheng asks, "Are you from Zamwa school?" Lucy says yes, and asks how he knows. Sheng smiles and says, "I'm from the same school. When you got the first position, I heard your name, but today I'm seeing you in person for the first time. By the way, I'm Sheng, also from the law department like both of you." Lucy feels happy that Sheng is talking to her and even remembers her name, but she pretends as if she's hearing it for the first time. Sheng then adds, "I knew a girl from your section named Rania." At that moment, Ming interrupts, teasing Sheng and saying, "Why are you talking so much to Lucy when I was the one who called her here?" He then explains that he's making a short film for which he finds Lucy perfect for the lead role. Ming asked Lucy if she would like to work in his movie. Lucy began making excuses, saying she didn't have time. During the conversation, she asked Sheng if he was Rania's boyfriend. Sheng replied, "No, not anymore. I was before." Then Ming explained that Sheng was supposed to go abroad with Rania, but because they broke up, Sheng didn't go abroad and was now completing his studies here. Ming added that Sheng was his best friend and also his roommate. Lucy secretly felt very happy knowing that Sheng was now single. She even started eating with 3 chopsticks, just like Sheng. Sheng noticed this because he always thought he was the only one with that habit, and he liked that Lucy shared it. Lucy was happy inside as well. Next, the scene shows the three of them outside, where Ming was still trying to convince Lucy to join the film. When he mentioned that Sheng would be the hero and Lucy would be his heroine, and that they would look perfect together, Lucy immediately agreed, because she had always wanted to be Sheng's heroine. The shooting began the next day. Sheng dressed up as an alien while Lucy talked to him during the scene. Everything went smoothly. Ming then explained the next steps to them. But suddenly, an uncle came and scolded them for shooting in an area where filming wasn't allowed, so all of them ran away hurriedly, even forgetting their UFO prop behind. In the next scene, the three of them are shown in class. Lucy didn't sit with them, but took a seat at the back, smiling repeatedly whenever she looked at Sheng. When Ming turned around, he mistakenly thought Lucy was smiling at him. Then the teacher announced that they would analyze a case today. He divided the class into two parties, one demanding justice because something terrible had happened to them, and the other being the guilty party who refused to admit their wrongdoing. The case was about a worker who died in their company due to overwork and machine breakdown. Then the teacher began choosing which two students to call. Since the names of Lucy and Sheng were connected to a poem, he asked both of them to come forward. The debate began, with Lucy representing the side demanding justice. She argued that it was the company's fault because they neither maintained their machines nor showed any compassion toward their workers. Sheng, representing the company's side, argued that the company was not at fault because they made workers sign a contract first. So if a worker overexerted himself to finish a task, it wasn't the company's responsibility. At first, Lucy stood silently. Suddenly, the case reminded her of her childhood memories because it was exactly like her father's case. She became emotional and said, "How can rich people torture a poor worker like this? First, they pressure him to finish the work quickly. Then they ignore the condition of the machines. And when the worker dies because of overwork and faulty machinery, they don't even accept their mistake. They don't even give the family any help. Can you imagine what happens to the family when the breadwinner dies? What happens to the small children waiting for their father to return? How does the family survive? Do these companies feel no shame at all? No regret." The whole class was stunned, and Sheng kept looking at Lucy. Sheng finally accepted defeat and said that yes, it was the company's fault. He started clapping for Lucy, and soon the whole class joined him. In this way, Lucy won the debate. In the next scene, we see that Lucy works part-time at a noodle shop. But when Sheng arrived there, she quickly hid after seeing him. Then she stood up and nervously asked Sheng why he had come. Sheng replied that he just came casually, though in reality, he already knew that Lucy worked part-time at the shop. That's why he came to meet Lucy, meaning now even Sheng had started taking interest in her. Sheng ordered a lot of noodles and kept eating them. He got very late because he was secretly looking at Lucy again and again while eating. When he ordered yet another bowl of noodles, Lucy finally said, "If you're doing all this because of me, then please don't. Let me tell you clearly, I don't get any commission from this, so don't put pressure on yourself." Sheng immediately stopped because he was doing it only for Lucy, so she would earn more money if he kept ordering. After that, both of them closed the shop together and started leaving. But Lucy wasn't walking beside Sheng, she was walking behind him, just like she used to do during their school days. Sheng suddenly turned and scared her. Then he asked, "Why do you always follow me?" Lucy said nothing, but in her heart she thought, "What can I say? I just like watching you quietly like this." Sheng then said that the shop owner makes her work late at night, but still pays her very little. Lucy replied that students don't get high salaries, people only pay this much. At that moment, Lucy got a call from Bali, who was in trouble, so both of them rushed out quickly. When they reached the club, they found out that Bali had fought with someone. A girl was yelling, "This girl ruined my expensive dress. Can she even afford to pay for it?" Sheng stepped forward and said, "End this fight. I'll pay." Then he looked at the label and said, "By the way, this is a fake brand. It has an extra N. I'll only pay what it's actually worth." This made the girl even angrier. "How dare you insult me?" The situation was getting worse, so everyone grabbed Bali and ran out. Bali's other friend was with her, so Sheng told both of them, "You two go in a different direction. I'll take Lucy with me." Everyone chasing them suddenly started following Sheng and Lucy only. Sheng and Lucy cleverly hid in a small corner and silently waited for the people to pass. They finally escaped. The rain had also started falling now, so both of them sat there where Sheng tells about his favorite animation movie only yesterday, asking if you also like it. Lucy, who herself is a big fan of this movie, but at the moment she does not give any answer. Then Xing started telling that actually in school time he used to secretly talk to a girl on the roof of the school. That girl also liked Only Yesterday, whose dialogue she had also written. He thought that the girl was Rania, so he started dating her, but she was not the one, due to which he broke up with Rania. Lucy was listening to everything silently. Then when Xing went to find a taxi, looking at Xing, Lucy felt, is it our fate bringing us together? Can I really become an important girl in your life? The scene cuts here. Next it is being told on the radio that it has been raining heavily for a few days, due to which there are chances of a storm. All school activities were suspended and students were asked to stay in their domes. Lucy, who was in her dome, got a message from Xing asking if she was outside, but Lucy lied that she was standing in front of the teacher's building. Xing said, "Wait for me, I'm coming." Hearing this, Lucy quickly chose her dress, got ready fast, and left from there. Then it was shown that when everyone was going back, she entered, quickly came under the building, put her umbrella in the dustbin, and started waiting for Xing to come. People were surprised at why she was doing this. A person took out the umbrella from the dustbin and asked, "If you're not using it, can I take it?" Lucy said yes, and he left with it. Lucy waited a long time. For a moment she thought Xing might not come, but as soon as Xing arrived, she became very happy. Xing had also brought a frog raincoat for Lucy. Then Lucy started getting emotional because she had once asked for the same raincoat from her father, but her father never returned. Well, wearing the raincoat, Lucy happily leaves from there with Xing. After that, we see all their friends going to a place. Actually, all of them had come for shooting and were looking very happy together. While recording each other, they started asking, if the world were about to end, what would be your last wish? Someone said, I want to become the best actor. Someone else said, I would like to become the best basketball player. One girl said, I want to meet my true love. While a boy said, I want to become slim before I die. When this question was asked to Lucy, she said, I want to be brave, so that I can confess my feelings to the person I love. Xing said, I wish that all of us stay together forever. Well, now at night, all of them do fireworks and feel very happy. They enjoyed their last day of shooting wonderfully. When everyone was returning, Lucy fell asleep on the bus. To keep her head from hitting the window, Xing placed his hand near her head. When Xing came and sat beside her, Lucy woke up and started feeling very happy. Seeing Xing sitting close, Xing said, Sorry, I woke you up. Then Lucy asked him, sunny day, cloudy day, or rainy day, which one do you like the most? Xing said, rainy day. Hearing this, Xing realized that she was the girl from the terrace. Xing became very happy and said, Finally, I have found you. Lucy also looked very happy. Xing extended his hand, and she placed her hand on his, meaning both of them were now officially in a relationship. Days passed, and Lucy tells us, it has been a full month of dating Xing, but it still feels like just yesterday, as if we had only just become a couple. Don't know why good days always pass so quickly. I am very happy with Xing. We spend a lot of time together in class, we keep laughing, and we even go back to the dorms together. Xing has also started working part-time at the same place where I used to work, just so he can help me. Because of this, we began spending even more time together. One day, I had to go to my hometown to meet Mom because it was my dad's death anniversary. Xing came to drop me off. I said bye to him and left. But when I was sitting in the train, Xing suddenly came there and said, I am your boyfriend. How can I stay away from you even for a day? I'm scared of losing you. Hearing this, Lucy promised that they would always stay together like this. Now we see the scene at Lucy's house. When she arrived, her mom became very happy. Lucy then prayed for her dad. Later, her aunt came, and after greeting Lucy, she shared some news. She told Lucy's mom that there was some good progress in their case, and finally there was hope that they might win. Lucy was listening to all this quietly. Actually, they were talking about the same case that Lucy's mom had filed against Xing's father's company after Lucy's dad died. Hearing all this, Lucy started feeling strange. She wanted justice for her father, but she was also scared, wondering what would happen when Xing found out whose daughter she really was. In the next scene, we see that Xing had called Lucy outside their old school. When he appeared wearing the school uniform, Lucy burst out laughing and asked why he was dressed like that. Xing said, so that we can remember our old days. Then he showed her a bag. He had brought a school uniform for her as well. Both of them happily went inside the school, and Lucy also changed into the school dress. Xing told her, "You used to always follow me, so this time, let me follow you." Lucy agreed. Xing followed Lucy, and the two of them quietly went to sit inside a classroom. But the teacher spotted them and asked who had come so late. Xing stand up, and the teacher recognized him immediately and said, "You are Xing, right? What are you doing here? Do you want to study in school again?" All the children laughed, and Lucy quickly asked him to sit down. Eventually, the teacher allowed both of them to roam around the school freely. In the next scene, we see both of them playing the piano together, something that had always been Lucy's dream, to play the piano with Xing. After that, they go up to the terrace, where they start spending time together, laughing, teasing, and enjoying each other's company. They look at the old wall where they used to talk in their school days. Then both of them lie down peacefully. Xing thanks Lucy, telling her that ever since she entered his life, everything has changed. He has become happier, calmer, and he no longer worries about the future, because now he knows that he has a future with her. He says that he truly believes he will always be happy as long as she is with him. Lucy tells Xing, "Always remember one thing, no matter what situation comes in the future, don't ever forget that my feelings for you were real. I truly liked you from the bottom of my heart." Xing says okay and kisses Lucy. She kisses him back. Then both of them lie down again, holding on to that beautiful, peaceful moment for a long time. Now, in the next scene, we see Lucy looking at her old things, among them a photo of Xing. She says to herself, "Now I should tell you the whole truth about who I really am. Maybe you'll be angry that I hid this from you for so long, especially about who my father was. But it's important for you to know the truth. I hope you'll listen and understand. And I want you to hear it from me, not from anyone else." Then she messages Xing, "Meet me at the station tomorrow. I need to tell you something important, and after that, we'll go back to the university together." Xing replies, "Okay." The scene cuts to the next day. Lucy boards the train on time, but Xing doesn't come. He isn't answering her calls either. Lucy keeps waiting, but time keeps passing, and Xing still doesn't appear. So now she starts getting scared that where has Xing disappeared. Later, she finally receives a message from Xing saying that due to a family emergency, he will not be able to come. Lucy thinks that Xing must be busy with some family matters, so she returns to the university alone. Many days pass, but she still receives no news from Xing. His phone also remains switched off. Lucy starts thinking that she always knew a day like this would come, but she didn't expect it to happen so soon. Then suddenly she hears the news that Xing has been expelled from the university because he took an exam on behalf of a rich student in exchange for money. Lucy becomes worried, wondering what could have happened that forced Xing to do something like this. When Lucy hurried back to her dorm, she found her mother waiting for her. Her mother told her that they had finally won the court case. The man responsible had been sent to jail, and his wife went into shock after hearing the news and is now hospitalized. She says that now Lucy's father's soul can finally rest in peace. Lucy's mother was talking about Xing's father and mother. After her mother left, Lucy cried because she didn't want all this to happen to Xing's family. She didn't know what condition Xing would be in now, and she was sure he must have found out that her family had filed the case against his. Lucy rushed out to find Xing. On her way, she remembered all the happy moments she had spent with him, but now everything had changed. So in the present, Lucy cries very badly and finally reaches the hospital where Xing's mother is admitted. There she sees that Rania is also present, helping Xing and his mother. Seeing this scene, Lucy's heart breaks completely. Rania also notices Lucy and comes outside. She asks Lucy, "What are you doing here? Isn't the trouble you have already caused Xing enough? And you should have told Xing the truth from the beginning." Lucy now understands that it was Rania who stole her diary, which is why she knows everything. Lucy says, "So it was you who stole my diary. Return my diary right now." The flashback starts. After stealing the diary, Rania went to the school terrace and stood there the same way Lucy used to. Xing mistook her for the girl from the secret conversations and made her his girlfriend. Rania says, "I tried a lot, but I could never find a place in Xing's heart, and we broke up. Maybe this was my punishment for lying, but now you have done the same thing by hiding the truth from Xing. So now it's your turn to face the punishment. When Xing's mother's health improves, I will take him and his mother abroad with me." After hearing all this, Lucy does not say anything. She returns to the university and says, "Maybe Rania is right. I am not perfect for Xing. I feel very sad knowing that he will go far away from my life forever. but I am still waiting for you. I hope he stays happy abroad with Rania and his mom. Now in the next scene, we see that today is New Year, so Bali forcefully brings Lucy to the party where everyone starts celebrating New Year. This ends the past, and the story comes back to the present, where Lucy is at the exhibition. A man comes there and returns her diary, saying that the person who kept it here gave permission that she can take it back. Lucy becomes very happy to see her diary after such a long time, but when she opens it, she discovers that Xing has also written many things about himself inside it. Well, Xing wrote, Rania returned your diary to me on the last day of school and told me the truth, that she was not the girl from the terrace. The real girl was the one who owned this diary, the girl who used to talk to me secretly. And after that, everything changed. Through your diary, I finally learned your feelings, how long you had liked me. So I decided that no matter what, I would meet you. I took admission in your university. Our first meeting was never a coincidence. I stood in front of you on purpose. Then we met in the canteen, and even at your workplace. Everything I did was intentional because I wanted to know you better. Or you can say, I just wanted to be near you. But then, the day my father was sent to jail, my entire life collapsed. I started drowning in debt. I had no money left. When I went to my relatives for help, every single one of them refused. Even my uncles hid inside their houses and told people to say they weren't home. I was devastated. My mother's condition began to worsen too. Listening to her cries and helplessness broke me. I didn't even have money for her treatment. Somehow, I was trying to manage everything. Many times I typed a message for you, I miss you, but every time I erased it. I didn't have the courage to face you. I deeply regret that your father died because of my father's mistake. You suffered so much since childhood. On top of that, my own circumstances had become so terrible that I couldn't give you any happiness. You deserve a good life and a good partner. That's why I disappeared from your life. I sent Rania back abroad. I did not go with her. Nothing in my life was going right. The only courage I had came from your diary. I began doing small jobs to earn money, and because of that, I faced many hardships, but I kept going. I used to secretly watch you from afar. Seeing your success made me feel alive. On your birthday, I even brought a cake. But I couldn't gather the courage to stand in front of you. Watching you from a distance, that was enough for me. I made a promise to myself that I would only appear in front of you after becoming successful. But every small business I tried, every single one failed. I have now lost all courage, Xing wrote, and I finally understand that I will never be worthy of you. So now, I am leaving your life forever. I know you will achieve many great things in the future, and that makes me truly happy for you. After reading this, Lucy began crying uncontrollably. She had always believed that once Xing found out her family had filed a case against his family, he would hate her. But nothing like that happened. He still liked her. And he never went abroad with Rania the way she had imagined. Xing was still in China. On the other hand, we see Xing living in a small rented room. His mother was still sick and admitted in the hospital, but now Xing had somehow learned to manage all the expenses on his own. One night, Xing played the mini-movie on TV, the same movie that was filmed at the university. Seeing Lucy in it made him smile softly. Now he lived only with her memories. Just then, he got a call from the art gallery. Meanwhile, Lucy was shown waiting for someone. And then, Xing arrived because Lucy had called him there. The moment she saw him after so many years, her heart filled with happiness and pain all at once. Xing became emotional too. As soon as they saw each other, both of them started crying silently. They didn't speak at first, only tears fell from their eyes, but those tears held happiness too, happiness of meeting after so long. Then Lucy finally asked him the same old question. Sunny days, cloudy days, or rainy days? Which one do you like? Xing looked at her gently and replied, I like you. Lucy broke down even more and hugged Xing tightly. Then she asked, why did you come back so late? You should have met me when you were still in China. Xing lowered his eyes and said softly, I'm sorry. Both of them then told each other how much they had missed one another all these years. Xing added, but now, I have nothing. Lucy held his hand and said, you still have everything I liked about you from the beginning. For me, only you matter. I only want your companionship, nothing else. Hearing this, Xing's heart filled with joy. Lucy still loved him. She still chose him. And so, holding hands, both of them walked away with happiness in their hearts. And with that, the movie ends on a beautiful, emotional, happy ending.